I'm in the sand.
Yes.
And it's very warm. And the sun is really bright. And I believe it's in Egypt.
Okay, very good. Do you have any feet? Can you look at your feet? What are you wearing? Do you wear anything? You're in the sand.
Let me see. I feel that there are feet, but they do not have toes.
Okay. Keep looking.
Very big.
Big feet?
No, I am very big.
Oh, you are very big.
Yes.
Very good. How tall are you?
Maybe 3 meters or higher.
Okay.
3 to 4 or maybe 5 meters.
Okay. 5 meter. Take a look at your hands. Do you have any hands? How are they? Can you describe it for me?
Yes, they are hands with fingers.
Sorry, with fingers?
Hands with fingers, yes.
Yeah? How many fingers do you have?
I can have 5 fingers if I want. I can shape shape it. But I can have 5 fingers.
Okay. So the appearance you have now is 5 meters tall. You can shape your hands. Then you can shape your body as well.
Yes.
And what shape do you have today?
I have the appearance of a man.
Okay. How does that feel, that body of a man? Does it feel like young or?
Really powerful.
Powerful.
Yes.
Very good. Powerful, energetic like, or powerful physically?
Energy and physically.
Yeah.
It's a really wide chest, wide shoulders.
Okay.
Really powerful muscles.
And look around you. Where are you? You said in the sand? There is sand around you?
Yes.
Can you describe it for me, please?
And let me get comfortable with the surroundings.
Yes, of course.
Ah, yes. I see a temple.
Yes. How's the temple look like?
It has stairs,
Yes.
but it looks like I'm a bit far away from it, so I have to get a little bit closer. But it has really high stairs.
Okay.
And columns where 2 beings are chiseled in the stone.
So we have columns where some beings.
Columns in the sides of the entrance.
Yes.
And there are some beings in the stone.
Some statues.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
With their beings holding a staff. With a snake head and a dog's head.
Amazing, beautiful.
There are stones, colored stones in the eyes. And it's actually colorful.
So the temple is colorful?
No, the beings, the statues are colorful.
Oh, the statues.
Yes.
The statues with the snake head.
Yes.
And the dog head. Okay.
Yes, they're colorful. The columns are decorated and colorful. They're very rich in color.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I want you to look at the snake head and tell me if you know, do you know what it represents, what is its name?
Osiris?
Osiris, very good. And if you look at the dog head, do you know the name of that statue, this beautiful
Horus.
statue? Horus, very good. Do you feel that you are familiar with that temple?
I feel like I'm a visitor. It's not my temple, I'm a visitor.
Okay. You're visiting that beautiful temple.
Yes.
In this place, in that big energy and powerful physical beings.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you noticed around you, if you look around?
There are some people, some persons, that I feel that they don't notice me.
Okay. And they don't notice you because you don't want you to be noticeable for them? Why
Yes, it's comfortable like this.
Okay. Can you tell me a bit more about those people? What do they look like?
They have a brownish skin, dark hair. They wear white pieces of cloth. They are very busy doing things. They seem very, very little beings. They're busy doing things, talking to each other, sitting on the steps, walking, carrying things.
What do they
Like
carry?
aunts, they carry like vases of stone. They carry baskets. They're just doing their thing.
Is they working there? They live there?
Yes, some are working, I guess, and some are just talking to each other, just casually.
So it's lively around them?
Yes.
Okay. Now I would like to, you look again at this beautiful temple, and I would like you to take me. We're going to go there, if you like.
Yes.
Let's go there. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1 and we're going to be standing in front of it. 3, getting closer to the temple. 2, understanding the meaning of this temple. And 1, be there now. What's happening?
The temple is a temple where the high priestess, the high priestess works in multiple priestesses.
Multiple places?
Multiple priestesses.
Oh, priestesses, yes,
Yes.
okay.
It's like an office. It's where they reside.
That's where the high priestess resides?
Yes.
In the temple?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a government, like you have the government who decides and who have who talk to each other and make decisions together, have collaborations. This is where that happens. The high priestesses are the government.
And they are women?
Women and men.
And men.
Yes.
Okay. And what else do they do in that temple? Governing, making decisions. Do they do anything else?
They hold some supplies of food and things. They keep their food and some money, treasures.
Okay. And so you're going to that temple as a visitor, you said?
Yes.
And what's the goal of your visit today?
I have a feeling they summoned me.
They ask you to come?
Yes.
Do you know for what reason?
They need something.
I want you to connect now with the high priestess telepathically. And you connect with one of those. And then you will know, why are you come here today? Why did they ask you to come today? I'm going to count to 3 to 1. And then you will know. 3, connect with the high priestess. 2, now you know. And 1.
They need healing.
Okay. Tell me more.
There is one girl. They cannot heal her. They need healing. So they summon me.
Okay. And what does that girl have? What is her problem? Why she can't be healed?
There are some dark energies trying to pull her on the other side.
So they ask you to come.
Yes.
Will you help her?
Yes.
And how will you help her?
I will put my energy around her, and the dark energies will disappear.
Very good. You're doing very good, Sandra. So, by surrounding this girl with your energy, the dark energy will, you say, disappear? Will it be transmuted or just gone?
You cannot stay in the high vibration that we're in at that stage, so it just repels.
Okay. Now I would like to go, I'm going to count to 3, 2, 1. And we're going to find out who is this girl when you healed her. And when you get, and how you get rid of that dark energy. I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. You're there now.
Yes, Isis.
Isis?
Yes,
Is here?
that's the girl.
Isis is the girl. Okay.
She's just small.
How old is she?
Not 10, under 10,
Okay.
8, 9, I guess.
Did you already did the healing?
Yes.
And how does she feel now?
She feels better instantly.
Can this dark energy can come back to her?
It can. When you allow it, when she allows her frequency to drop, it can come back.
Okay. And may I ask, where do you come from?
The sun.
The sun. Does it have a name? Do you have a name?
Amun-Ra.
You are the energy and the power of the sun.
Yes.
Is that right? Do you come here often? In that area?
One day summon me, yes.
And only is it the high priestess can only reach you, or does somebody else can reach you and your energy, healing energy?
When people believe they can. And the high priestesses, they believe they can, so they can.
Okay.
But technically anybody can summon me if they believe they can.
Okay. So if Sandra wants to have some power from her, she can just call you?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you. Okay, we're going to move a bit back in time again. And I want you to find in this moment, in that lifetime, another important day. In that moment, in that lifetime. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and you will be there. 3, drifting and floating to an important day in that lifetime. 2, getting there. And 1, where are you?
I'm still in Egypt.
Yes.
But this time other people came and they told them that their gods don't exist, that it's not real, and they started to believe it.
Some people say that is not real.
Yes,
And some people believe that.
yes.
Why is that?
Because the people who came are really persuasive and really dominant. They have their own gods.
Who is their God?
The Christian God.
Oh, I see. What is their intention?
They want the domination. So the people need to bow to their gods. The Christian God.
Does in Egypt people are worshipping Ra?
Yes.
Do they do it enough?
They did it when they feel the need to do it. They don't need to worship, but they can do it by belief, and they can summon the energy. But when you don't believe that it works and that you can summon the energy, nothing happens.
And how do you feel now?
Cut off.
Why are you feeling cutting off?
They're not asking me to come anymore.
Oh, I see. Because of the Christian
Yes,
religion.
yes.
Okay. And how could you connect again?
Just need to wait and be patient. It's like your children, they repel you in their puberty. You just need to be patient. They will be back.
Yes, it's a cycle, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So where are you now in the scene?
I'm looking at it from a distance.
Okay.
Just feel a little bit powerless. Not being able to help. But that's what they want.
Okay. And the priestess are still in the temple, governing and making decision with...
No, it's the new power.
Oh, I see.
I feel that the priestess are still believing, but they are not allowed to summon their gods.
Okay. Is it because the Christian have been taking over
Yes,
on the temple?
yes.
Okay. How can the people and the priestess and all the people Egyptian can get back to their own power and bring you back?
They need to stand up for what they believe in. Just take back what they have given away. But it will take a while for them to realize that they are not the victims. they just gave it to the Christians. They just need to realize that.
Okay, you're doing very good. We're going to count to 3 to 1 again and going again to an important day. In that scene. I'm gonna count to an important day in that lifetime again. 3, 2, and 1. Where are you?
I'm inside a pyramid.
Okay. Is it dark or light?
I have no eyes, so I don't see if it's dark or light.
You have no eyes. Okay.
I'm not biological. Don't have a body.
You're an energy?
Yes.
Yes. What are you doing in the pyramid?
I'm supporting in the energies. They are still practicing, but they do it underground, literally and figuratively speaking. All the rituals are more underground, so I assist with the rituals in the pyramids. We're now in the healing chamber.
You're now where, sorry?
In the healing chamber.
Healing chamber. Are you always staying in the pyramid, in that chamber? Or can you move somewhere else if needed?
I can be anywhere they summon me or where I like to be. Right now in the healing chamber.
Okay, let's go to that chamber and tell me what you see. Or what do you feel in that ritual healing chamber?
There's a big energy and they perform their rituals.
And how do they do that?
They put somebody on the stone. It's like a stone altar thing.
Yes.
They put somebody on there. But this is only for this is not being used for the ill. This is now used for spiritual insights. They put somebody on the stone and they have crystals. I see crystals on the head, on the third eye, crystals on the chakras. And then they perform the ritual. And yes, the person, the body, also gets liquid ingested. And then the person, they travel, spiritually travel. And then they chime, they hum. And then the spirit is allowed to travel and gain knowledge of all those otherworldly things.
Very good. Very good. So by doing this ritual, is it allowed for anybody to go and travel, or is it for certain people?
It is not allowed to practice this, so it needs to be, they say it needs to be secretly.
I see.
So it's only for those initiate people who are members, who are initiates of a certain circle, they are allowed to travel. And this time it's a very young person, not even 20, 14, somewhat around 14, who is traveling, and I am present.
So as an energy, you have been traveling? Or you are, what is your job you're protecting?
I am keeping the vibrations high,
So that
the highest vibration, so that there is no darker energies present.
I see. It's a very important job.
Yes.
Okay. So what about this girl that is 14 now?
Yes.
That everyone is healing. Do you have a name?
Ama, something like that.
And what is her trouble? What does she bring in a pyramid in secret for healing?
It's a woman's ritual. It's for activating her female powers.
Okay, very good. Is it a ritual that every woman pass when they are around 14?
Only the initiates ones, the ones who are allowed to know this, because when the wrong people know this, they will get executed.
Oh, okay. Is there a lot of initiated teenage like her? How many approximately?
It's handed down from in the bloodline, so
Okay.
people can initiate their kids from small on. It's a way of life. People don't get that old, so
It's not for adult.
no, people don't get that old.
Ah, they don't get that one. Yes,
No.
I understand. Okay. So, what is your name, energy? Do you have a name? You said you are energy from the sun?
Amun-Ra.
Amun-Ra. Amun-Ra, how can today we can ask your energy to accompany us for the highest good of all on planet Earth?
Yes.
How can we ask you to work with you? How can we manifest your energy for the highest good?
Just think of that energy and then you tune in. It's all in the mind.
All in the mind. So if we truly and purely hearted desire it, we can manifest it, is that right?
You don't need to manifest, you just vibrate towards it.
Okay.
And it will appear in your reality.
Thank you very much for your wise advice.
My pleasure.
I have a question, may I ask?
Yes.
Sometimes the energy of Isis I feel is coming through, around, or I pick up energy of Isis.
Yes.
How can we use it as for good? How can we can not manifesting, but how can we use it? Yeah.
Vibrate.
Vibration.
Just vibrate towards that energy and speak out the vibrational name. Think of it, visualize it, and invite it into your vibration.
Okay. Now, because we are at this place of healing with Amal, in this pyramid, I would like to know if we could eventually seek some healing from there for Sandra.
Everything is possible.
Would it be allowed to ask?
Yes.
So Sandra could benefit from your healing energy, Amun-Ra?
Yes.
Okay. Then I let you do a body scan of Sandra and tell me where there is any little tension or discomfort, please.
There is nothing. It's
Very
all
good.
okay.
Very good. I thank you for that. So now we're going to close that scene and we're going to go to another lifetime and another thing that is important for Sandra to know for today. So I'm gonna count to 5 to 1, and you're going to drift to another lifetime in another place that is relevant for Sandra today. 5, drifting and floating. 4, to the next important, relevant time and area. 3, getting into now. 2, gather your bearing, you're arriving. And 1, be there now. Where are you?
I'm just here. I'm not in any lifetime. It's okay.
Should we go deeper?
No, you can just start asking questions.
Okay.
Please. There's no lifetime to see.
Okay. So I have questions. Do I speak to higher self?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, higher self. So Sandra had questions and she would like to know what is the best way for her to raise her frequency.
Just by thought. Just think of the beautiful things in life and gratitude. Thinking of things that you're grateful for. Feeling it with your heart, with your soul.
That's beautiful.
That's the best way to raise your frequency, but also doing things that make you happy, doing things that make you laugh.
Okay. Thank you. She had another question. She was wanting to know what is the effect on her body for the microdosing.
The microdosing helps to regrow things in the brain, help with the neuroplasticity in the brain of the human body, and it can help with so many physical things, but also with the spiritual connection. With, as Sandra likes it, the spiritual connection is really regrowing. That's what it helps.
It's regrowing the brain. It helps to regrow the brain.
Yes, the actual physical body is enhancing, is bettering itself.
Very good. So, higher self, are you Amun-Ra?
Yes.
So, higher self, why does people have to feel the need of worship gods?
Yes, good question. That is because they don't know their own power.
Okay.
They see themselves as the body they are. They don't know their own power, how big they are. And that's why they seek power outside of themselves. They need something outside of themselves to seek, but there is actually nothing outside of themselves to seek. So they need to change perspective and need to worship the God within them, because it's all within them.
Mm-hmm.
They need to worship themselves. They are God.
That we are God.
Yes.
The power is within us. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. What is the difference between Ra, the channeled entity of the book, and the humble messenger of the law of one, and Ra, the Son of God?
In essence, we are all one, but they are referenced differently.
They are referenced differently, but they're the same?
Yes, it is. On the highest level, we are all one. We are one entity, but then it splits, it forks off, and it forms different entities. So they are actually the same entity, but when you ascend down some further levels down, they are different. They just forked, they just split in a different direction, but they came from the same entity.
Okay. Thank you for your answer.
My pleasure.
So I have another question. Is from Sandra wanted to know why people feel some physical discomfort at full moon. What is the explanation for that?
Yes, let me see. They made a contract with that entity, that energy in this life. They made that decision before they went to Earth that their body will be influenced by the moon. It's a remembrance of something outside of their body. They need to remember that there is energy. It's just so that they would remember to look further. Yes, I see it is. When you come down to Earth, you have a veil. They all need to forget. And they were afraid that if they had the veil, they would forget who they are. So they build in these things like feeling discomfort with the energy of the moon, or feeling energy surges when the moon is in certain phases. But it is like a signal.
Like a reminder.
Yes, like a reminder. They needed to remind themselves that there is so much more than their physical body. There's so much more than that. They just need to be reminded that
very good.
It's a call for them to search deeper into that energy.
Okay.
It's very important that they notice.
And what happens if they don't do it?
Yes, it is sad for them that if they don't get this, it's like when a human, they set their alarm clocks to wake up.
Oh yeah.
And you just snooze and you snooze and you snooze, you don't wake up. It's sad, but it happens.
Okay. Thank you so much for your answer.
My pleasure.
So what can we do to make sure we wake up when we have this call? Is there something we can do on a daily life to be more connected to the moon?
Watch the signals you get from your body, signals you get from outside your body, signals you get from the numbers you see, that's all you. It's all you getting your alarm bells. Just watch the alarm bells and see them as wake-up calls.
Mm-hmm. So for example, when it's the full moon and some people get angry or nervous,
yes,
and they have found a bit more hard to control their feeling.
Yes.
What is that for?
They wanted this. They needed a big wake up. They needed a louder alarm clock signal.
So it's a reminder to work on patience and
to work on their being, waking up. They need to wake up, and if they do, they can work with that energy. They can balance it, but they need to be aware of that energy. And the more you are affected by the energy of, let's per se say the moon, the more you are affected, the louder your alarm clock is. And just work with that energy and be aware that you are energy, and it is a call to wake up. Please wake up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much. And why, so it is not noticeably, everyone doesn't noticeably notice the full moon because of some people are awake.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't need that alarm.
Right.
It's everything that happens in your life, you set it. You set that, and they chose not to have that alarm, or they have different alarms.
Okay. Very good, thank you. So what are the star seeds found to us? Can you talk to me a bit about it, please?
Yes. They are very brave souls who came to Earth. Some souls came to Earth because they wanted to learn. Their longing to learn, their yearning to learn is so big that they dared to come to Earth. When you need to learn, there's not a bigger catalyst than ascending to a 3D life. So it's a beautiful, beautiful way to learn the lessons that you chose. And that's what happens with the starseeds. They had a yearning, they had a longing to learn. And this is what they were offered. This is a really, really good school to get those skills, get those lessons. And on the way, help your fellow humans, fellow souls with the ascension, the shift. Help them jump to the next energy line while you're at it.
Mm-hmm. So, how would you describe a typical starseed and their role for Earth?
A typical starseed is one multidimensional being who came from one of the higher densities with a yearning to learn certain lessons. And those lessons are best to learn in the 3D environment. So they came here, but you really have to be very brave, because in this earthly 3D environment you have the veil of forgetfulness. And when you forget, you can also forget who you are, which many, many, many of us do. You forget who you are, and you forget why you're here. So that's why many of them feel trapped, because they don't know who they are, and they got lost.
Mm-hmm.
But you are never lost. But that's why you need to be brave, because you might get a bit lost.
When you say they might get lost, you mean they might create karma, or when they incarnate to Earth, is it their first time?
No, it doesn't have to be their first time. And yes, they can create karma, but karma is something you do to yourself. It's not something that's done to you. It's not that somebody makes you pay a price. When you come to Earth and you do, let's say, something that's considered not good to somebody else, then you create, hypothetically speaking, karma. But this is something that you want, because when you, let's say, play the bad guy and you do something to another, you rob a person of their money or their material goods, and then you feel how it feels to be such a person who takes something from the other person. And then you say, when you are done with that life, you say, now I want to experience to be the, let's say, victim of that experience. And then You are the one who is being robbed, but nobody ever said that you had to pay your karma. It's something you do. You want yourself. You want to experience both times. You want to be the robber and be the one who is being robbed. So yes, starseeds can accumulate karma, and then they feel that they have to experience the other side as well, but it is not necessary if they don't want to. But they don't remember who they are when they come to Earth. So yes, they might feel that they need to pay some karma, need to play the other side as well, but that's okay. It's all a game.
Okay, thank you. Is Sandra a starseed?
Yes.
From where?
From the 6th.
From the 6th dimension?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when is the shift for the ascension will be activated for the new earth?
Yes. This shift is... There is actually a shift going right now. People are ascending, but not in the way that they think they are. It's the little steps. Mind is being expanded. They ascend a little bit more. And every time that the mind is expanded, they ascend a little bit more. But the shift, the actual shift, will last a few years. There will be a few years of a lot of catalysts. Where people, they can make use of those catalysts to make another shift. For some people, they just need a few and they are already shifted, and some people need many catalysts to get to that shift.
Okay, thank you. Did Sandra already did the shift?
Many times.
Many times. Have she been to the new earth already?
Yes, there are other timelines as well. There is already a new earth, so there is already a new earth.
And so she already has been there.
Yes, parts of her are already there, yes.
That's beautiful. Can you describe the new earth?
There are so many new earths, but it can be described by one who says it's like heaven on earth. But everybody's perception of heaven is different. So heaven is actually inside the heart. There is no actual physical new earth. It is just something that happens inside the heart.
It's a feeling of beingness?
Yes.
Okay.
That you feel that you bring heaven on earth. There's not actually something happening with the earth. It's just in the heart.
It's internal.
Yes.
Okay.
And everybody's perception of heaven is differently. So, and everybody's perception of reality is different.
Yes.
And everything is right. There's no wrong. There's no one truth. Everybody holds a different perception of reality.
Mm-hmm. And what happened to those people that do not or will not do the shift or ascend?
Yes. They feel that they are not on heaven on earth because their hearts are not open. And it's okay.
So what advice do you have for those people who would like to ascend?
Open your heart and know that it's not a place where you go. It is a place inside yourself.
Inside, okay.
And you will notice that when your vibration will change, your environment will change, the world inside your heart, inside yourself, is the same as everything outside of yourself. So the outside world is a reflection of your inside world. So change your inside world's perception, and your outside will change because you will vibrate in a different level, and you will match, well, let's say the new earth as your vibration will hold.
Okay. So you just describing when the session is ready. It's when you are ready to open your heart and
Yes.
change yourself inside.
Yes, it happens from inside out.
Yeah.
You need to open your heart, expand your beliefs, expand your vibration, change your vibration, and then your outside world will change.
So how many people are ready for the shift, for the ascension right now? Do you have a number?
Oh, let's see. A lot more than in 2012, but not all. Let's see if I would to say that 1/3, or yes, that might be accurate, 1/3 of all population
1/3 are already ready to shift?
are busy with the shift.
Busy with the
Yes.
shift. That's quite a good news, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
That's really nice, yes. Thank you. Sandra have the idea of doing sessions in the life and channeling you higher self to help other people with answering personal questions. Would you allow this to happen for Sandra and being filmed and answering questions?
Yes. And completely service to other.
That's very nice, thank you. So she can just start it.
Yes.
And doing it, and you will be there for her.
Yes.
And helping her.
Always there.
Always there. That's very nice. Thank you. Is it important for Sandra to proceed and keep going readings for light workers and starseeds?
Yes.
So it is beneficial for Sandra to keep going with that?
Yes, she can be of service to other people, and people really need for it to happen, so she can assist in that need.
Okay, very well. Thank you. Is it possible for Sandra to learn how to channeling you or the Acturian? Would she be able to do that?
Yes, she can also learn how to trans-channel, but she needs to work on that.
And what kind of work she needs to do to achieve that?
Just practice.
And how she can practice the channeling? What is the first step?
She will notice when she is more under hypnosis when she does the sessions with the higher self channeling like this, she will notice that she will be able to be more and more in a state of complete trance, to trance channel the Arcturians.
So she have just to practice and more, and first under hypnosis?
Yes, just do it.
And then she will be able to channel Arcturian energies.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other messages for other people around her?
You can ask questions if you want.
Okay. So I would like to know, what is the protocol to follow to access the akashic records or the soul contract moments to guide people better?
Yes. Do you want to know how you access the akashic?
Yes. What is the normal way of reaching the akashic records?
Believing that you can.
Okay.
Just believe that you can, and you can. Everything starts with believing that you actually can. And yes, also you are very powerful and capable of accessing it. Just sit down, set your intention, clear your mind, believe that you can, and believe in yourself. Because a lot of people, when they start out, they get the information and they say, no, this is not true. And then they dismiss it, and then they get corrupted. And then they entangle themselves, and then it doesn't work. They say, no, I'm not capable, let's go to another person who can. But you are actually just as capable as anybody. Just do it, be open, believe in yourself. You can do it.
Thank you. So there is no a formal way of doing it, because I was concerned of not doing it in the right way and
Yes.
get the people, the guardian of the akashic records.
When you are concerned you are not doing it the right way, you will not do it the right way.
Okay.
If you actually believe that when you sit down and hold your crystals and just tune in, when you believe that this is the way to go, that will be the way to go. But when you, let's say, see a video of somebody who explains that you need to run around the block and then you need to eat a chocolate and then you can access the akashic, and you believe that, then that will be the right way to do it. It's just in your belief system. But make sure that your belief system internally and externally are aligned. Because if you watch the video that you need to run around the block and eat a chocolate, and you believe that that is true, and you are holding your crystal and trying to make contact, and you didn't run around the block, then you wouldn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Just follow your own belief system inside and out.
The truth is within us then.
Yes. There is no ritual to perform other than the ritual you believe you need.
Thank you. Thank you deeply for that.
My pleasure.
That's enormous.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. And so, if we all have our soul that have many millions of life to manage at the same time,
Yes.
where does the soul residing then?
Ah, yes. The analogy of the virtual reality game is quite accurate. Like she described this.
As the Sims, huh?
Play the game in a game in a game. So, the higher self is also an entity who is being played in a game, who is playing a game. But it's not actually, your soul is not actually inside of your body. It's just a part of your soul is how do I say it? Is a part of the soul is steering that body into the directions it needs. And other parts of the soul are maybe even steering other bodies in other directions and on so forth. The soul is not living in one body at a time. It will be way too restricted.
Could we say the soul is the spark of life in each body? Or is that life creators and have nothing to do with the soul?
Yes, the soul is part of the creator, and in every body, you can say it's not inside your body. If you would open up your body, there is no soul inside, but the soul is being moved, is being directed by the soul.
I see. Thank you for answering all those very difficult questions. I would like to thank you very deeply for that.
My pleasure.
Do you have any message for Sandra today?
She can proceed with everything that she wanted. Just mind that she doesn't do everything, wants to do everything at once. Just take one step at a time. Because if she does everything at once, she will trip. And that won't be nice. So just take one step at a time.
Steady and patiently.
Yes.
And then she will achieve what she desires with you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you have any more questions you want to ask me?
No, I'm done for now.
Okay.
Is that okay if we stop the questions?
Yes.
Thank you, higher self.
My pleasure.
I hope to see you next time.
Yes, I hope so too.
Thank you.